Officials from the Democratic Republic of Congo say Rwandan-backed M23 rebels have entered the country's second largest city, Bukavu. While the government stopped short of saying Bukavu is fully under M23 control, it says the group has seized control of the regional governor's office. It comes after the rebels seized Goma, a city of 2 million people, last month. People were seen clapping and cheering as the fighters entered the city without resistance. The African Union is urging the rebel group to disarm to avoid a regional conflict.
We are all very, very concerned about an open regional war over Eastern DRC. The only way to solve the problem in Eastern DRC is for all parties to sit around the table.
Well, Rwanda rejects allegations from Congo and indeed the United Nations that thousands of its troops are fighting alongside M23. Evelyn Namakula is a Congo peace and security expert and interdisciplinary scholar at Carleton University. She joins us now from Ottawa in Canada. Very good morning to you, Evelyn. Thanks for talking to us. Is Congo deteriorating further into more widespread civil unrest, do you think?
I'm afraid that, yes, that is happening. I've been talking to the people on the ground the whole day. And yes, it is happening as it was in 1996 and also in 1998.
It would be useful, perhaps, if you take us back. I mean, I know that this conflict is decades old, but what is it that M23 want?
M23 is alleging that they are fighting to protect the interests of the Tutsi people, and they are also fighting then to ensure that they have a political stake and also a military stake. Because after signing the Goma agreement, it was agreed that Congolese, whether they are Congolese or not, that is another history that we can talk about. They are alleged that they need to have positions, key positions in the government and also in the military. That is one assertion, but also what is not verbalized is where you find that the recent United Nations report of experts mentioned that, for example, when they attack the cities in Likasi and others in Goma, they have managed to transport minerals from those areas into Rwanda. The UN report gives the amount of 150 tons of cotton taken from the areas of Goma to Rwanda.
The minerals situation is an interesting one. Is the perception that other countries, and you mentioned Rwanda, Uganda as well, is implicated, that they are trying to gain more of a foothold in terms of this very lucrative mineral industry?
It has been like that since 1996. It appears that when Uganda and Rwanda were waging the war in 1996, they discovered that Congo has vast mineral wealth. And since then, they have never stopped attacking, especially part of the East. Today, people are capitalizing on Rwanda, but we have also to look at how Uganda is entering from the other side. All are strategizing on taking Congo's minerals. And what maybe the world has failed to understand is where, for example, when you read the statistics, Uganda exports a lot of gold, Rwanda exports a lot of gold, cotton, diamonds, etc., name it. But nobody asks, from where do those minerals come from? Given that these two countries are really small and their natural resource wealth is incomparable to the one of Congo.
Interesting. I mean, what of the Congolese government and military? The group has now seized 2 large cities. I'm sure that they have some aspirations to head towards Kinshasa. Can they not be repelled at all?
That's the big question. When you look at the literature since 1996, great scholars like Gerard Plunier, Philip Rentgen, and so many other scholars, including myself, we have been asserting for the strengthening of Congo's military. But up to now, Congo's military remains weak because it is inconceivable that Congo, which has square kilometers of like 200 plus, compared to Rwanda that is only 20 plus, that Rwanda, a smaller state, can take over or at least take part of the Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo. If the army was strong, I think Rwanda and Uganda wouldn't have managed to enter Eastern Congo. But also, when we talk about the issue of the weakness of the Congolese military, we also have to look at leadership, because since the colonial era, Congo got independence and this was ruled by Mobutu, and Mobutu was just a puppet of the US and other Western countries that as long as he served their economic interests, they never challenged him. As long as he served their political interests, no word was talked about Mobutu's dictatorship. And today, we are still grappling with that issue of leadership in the Congo. When you talk to people on the ground, they are very much aware that probably those men they have in power, they lack leadership skills. And so then leadership is key if Congo is to get peace.
Evelyn Namakula, we appreciate you talking to us. Thank you.
You're welcome.